golden wildfire, to war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Claude has inherited the leadership of Leicester and toils to unite the nobles in the region. With Edelgard ruling as Emperor of Adrestia and Dimitri sitting on the throne in Fargus, the three former schoolmates are striking out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. Edelgard declares war against the Central Church, causing the first tremor of a major upheaval.
Hey, thanks for coming. Sorry to make you wait. I couldn't get out of there any sooner.
You're looking kind of worse for the wear. Is running the Alliance really that rough?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. What doesn't kill you, but enough about me. How are things with you? Mercenary work keeping you busy?
Hardly. I came to Regan territory expecting steady work from your house, you know, but it still hasn't materialized. How's a merc supposed to make a living like this? It doesn't matter how much I train my sword arm if there's nothing to swing at.
Right. Sorry about that. I had a feeling your talents were going to waste here.
Oh, he had a feeling, did he? Where were those feelings while we were left high and dry for these last 2 years?
I mean, at this point, mood.
I've been getting by guarding the local inns and all, but I'm at the end of my rope here. You mind if I move on? I hear there's plenty of work in the south for someone like me.
Whoa, slow down there, friend. Why do you think I asked you here? I'm ready to make you an official offer.
And there it is, just as I expected.
Why are you smiling at the thought of that, though?
So war's coming then.
That's right. The new Emperor of Adrestia seems determined to bring a fight to the rest of Fodlan. And many along our southern border are worried she'll come after the Alliance. Hence, all these meetings to plan our response. Are you familiar with the Leicester Round Table?
Nope.
Not much. Just that it's a council held by some stuffy Alliance nobles.
That's basically it. The Alliance crowns no king and bows to no emperor. So instead, we just have a bunch of meetings when we want to get something done. Every last detail of Alliance policy and strategy has to be worked out and agreed upon by the 5 great lords at the Round Table conferences. Day after day, we go round and round, arguing and bickering over this or that. And as each of the lords only truly cares about their own skin, we never actually reach a decision on anything.
No wonder you look like you've been put through the ringer. Guess being a noble's not all fun and games.
You could say that again. And while we sit around twiddling our collective thumbs, the Empire and their army could be right on our doorstep. Nevertheless, I'll find a way to convince the other lords that they need to commit to deploying their troops. The real problem is what happens after. Armies need commanders, and those commanders need to be exceptional warriors that we can rely on.
You're not gonna ask me to lead Alliance troops, are you?
You, my friend, hit the nail on the head. I want you fighting alongside me as one of the Alliance's commanders.
Hold on, I'm not a noble though. I'm not even a knight.
Who cares about titles? Isn't this why you came here in the first place?
I came here to help you as a mercenary. I never thought I'd be commanding troops.
Look, you'll be well compensated for your efforts. And you can do this. I know you can. What do you say?
Well, I mean, it's looked at the other two timelines, too.
Hey, if there's money to be made swinging my sword around, I'm there. My coin purse will be happy about it too. Plus, it's not like I have anything better to do.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. I have high hopes for you, my friend. Now then, looks like I've got a contract to draw up.
Look who's here! It's been forever! Did you do something with your hair?
It's literally been the same for all the countries I've been in. You guys are the only ones who are looking really freaking different.
Nah, probably just lost some weight since you last saw me.
You must not be eating enough. Those arms are like chicken bones.
I imagine you've been doing a lot of mercenary work. You probably haven't had time for proper meals, what with the way things have been going.
Time's not the issue here. Money is. And it's been really quiet in the Alliance, despite what's been going on elsewhere. The last 2 years have been hard on us mercenaries. It's not easy to land jobs when there's nobody to fight.
Sounds like that's all gonna change at least. So, What are you all doing here?
At the last roundtable conference, each of the 5 great lords agreed to contribute soldiers and officers to the Alliance army.
That's why I'm here. I'm guessing it's the same for you, Marianne?
Yes. My adoptive father sent me.
I'm in the same boat. Count Gloucester arranged my transfer.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the whole night thing for Lawrence's father now.
Raphael, didn't I hear your family started an inn? What are you doing here?
Claude sent me a letter asking me to come. And there was no way I'd miss this.
Same here. I guess Claude wanted to get all the golden deer back together, huh?
That pretty much sums it up. There's no way I'm getting through this war without friends I trust by my side.
We are missing Lorenzo.
And there's Claude. Now our little reunion's complete.
Well, we are missing Lawrence.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, Count Gloucester sent one of his newest knights in Lawrence's place.
Yes. I suppose I should apologize for that.
I have no doubt Lawrence has his hands full protecting the border right about now.
And I'm guessing you're not exactly thrilled to see me instead of my brother.
For the time being, I've asked Holst to see to our defenses in case Elmira decides to take another run at our borders. Besides, I'm not about to let the Empire see our best card on the first play. It's always been my plan to have you all here, and I'm sure we'll be reunited with Lawrence before long. After all, we'll be passing through Gloucester territory very shortly.
The Aramid River serves as the border between the Alliance and Empire. I imagine we'll want to fortify its banks and close off the Great Bridge of Murden. That is the plan. Yes, Claude?
That's right. There are many large bridges spanning the Aramid, but the terrain on the eastern bank is less than ideal. The Great Bridge of Murden is the only one suitable for crossing into the Alliance with a significant military force. So if the Empire is looking to attack us, blockading the Great Bridge will severely limit their options. Of course, that means the enemy will do everything in their power to take control of it. So, while I'm happy to see you all again, I'm afraid we don't have time to reminisce.
He's right. We need to get ready to move out.
Feeling hard on it. Fly Cougar on it. Fancy thing for the Golden Deal camp area. Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You've seen Alex before and nothing really changed.
That reminds me.
How tiresome.
Here's your meals joined. So you're just getting new equipment. It was also probably not any different. The fact that, like, we even have the other units. I mean, I would imagine that, you know, they'd be idiots. Suppose I can't use them. Would you look at that? I got the full conversations, especially what's figured you because I've wanted to talk to you since the beginning since we allied with you and the Black Eagle Swap, but I fucking couldn't because it's like, oh, there's not a conversation that's available for here. You gotta actually do it in the Golden Wildfire round. You know.
Hey there. Got a minute?
There you are, says. Let me give you the rundown of our plan.
How's that?
Take a look at this map. Our camp is located right over here. And we're headed to the Great Bridge of Murden, which is here. The thing is, the territories in between are having trouble keeping order. We can't pass through with things as they are now.
Long story
We
short,
need to arrive at the barrier to secure a safe path to the bridge. Make sure you're fully prepared. No one will regret it later. It might be worth to check out the train go onto the marketplace.
I'm counting on
We
you.
need them to improve your weapons and get ready for battle. What do you think I plan to do all the time? You just gotta go for the tutorial stuff now. It is what it is. Enjoy some real popping music on the way over these, at the very least.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about this place, but there's always something going on. Talking about the best, yeah, okay. I don't give anything different.
Hi, Carrie. Hope to see you again soon.
Before I do, let's go ahead and talk to everyone and get some of the support conversations out of the way, because some of them are long overdue. Could wing some. I managed past being an apprentice, but I'm definitely still a novice mercenary. So I'll just keep putting in the work and making my way up. For now.
Right on.
Yeah, and I'll be cheering you on. Thanks, but you better not suck off if you don't want me surpassing you. I'll get all the experience I can until I become the best mercenary around. Yeah, I can look us down when I'm like level 76. You what? What? Is it that all that I'm here? My contract is not sales ended. I'm back to being a mercenary.
Hey!
Why'd you come to Leicester over the Empire or Kingdom? I just happened to head out this way. Besides, people in the alliance like those, right?
And that's it.
As of now, I'm a regular mercenary, just like you. Looking forward to us working together. When the office's cabin shut down, I thought my path to knighthood had closed as well. Thanks to Lords, I'm now officially a knight of House Gloucester. Good for you! And now you have the opportunity to see all your old classmates again. Indeed, I don't think I'd be here if I hadn't become a knight.
I can do this!
After training all I can these past 2 years, I'm sure I'll be of use. Oh, goddess.
Yeah.
Breaking the guns again, huh? Must be rough for you, but having to follow your family's orders all the time. No, it's fine. I wouldn't be of any use to my adopted father if I stayed at home anyway. But I do not want to take part in this war. I couldn't bear to hurt someone else. Aw, we finally got to go on the road together again, and now it was on our doorstep.
Hello.
Oh, but maybe that's a thanks for you since you're a mercenary and all.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
wasn't
know.
exactly hoping for a war, but yeah, it can't be tough for mercenaries if things are a little too peaceful.
Huh.
Sounds like a pretty sad profession then. I wish we could just have peace forever. War's such a pain. War's such a human enterprise. Man, can't believe we went from here to be like, war's such a pain to all be like, war is such a human enterprise. The two contrarians. In that sense, we are very much the same as those on the other side. We cannot coexist, so we are determined to kill each other. I suppose that's the nature of this beast. Why are you running into that lamp? Don't mind me!
If I may.
House Gloucester and House Pligaphon guard the area around the Great Bridge of Merlin. Count Gloucester is rather eccentric, but I'm more concerned about Viscount Pligaphon. They call him the River Vein for a reason. He's liable to betray us at the slightest breeze.
Basically.
Remember to keep your guard up if you ever meet a vampire and aim Aquan Lefe Pligaphon. Makes it wonderful we're gonna be facing him at some point in the future. If Litz is in danger, then it's time for my bosses to show the enemy who's boss. Good thing I kept working out after school ended. You've been working out this whole time? Talking about the case? Was it because you thought something like this might happen? Nah, I wasn't just wanted attention. You know I can't say no to them.
How about that?
You're in pretty good shape yourself, but it's too bad you're so skinny. Go and train with me sometime.
Training can't wait to see how you do.
Before I go to speak with the strategist, we're gonna wait outside just a tiny bit more. And also make sure we see him in the distance so that once we're done with all the support conversations we have, we can go talk to him. It takes some time before you get deep in the spot. You don't say.
Hey, Claude. Looks like you had another one of those meetings. You finally finished?
For today, yeah. But we're picking up right where we left off tomorrow.
Ugh, that's a lot of talking. What could possibly call for that much discussion?
Well, first, we need to settle on a direction for the Alliance. And then come all the pesky little details. All responsibilities need to be doled out fairly, but each territory has different resources and different circumstances, you know? So it's tricky to figure out what's really fair. There's no one answer that works across the board.
But you're their leader. Can't you just make a bunch of decisions and get it over with?
No can do, I'm afraid. I may be the leader, but I'm still just one of the 5 great lords. Sure, I may be the idea man, but I don't have the authority to enforce anything on my own. On top of all that, most nobles are experts at focusing on what's good for their own territory instead of what would benefit the Alliance as a whole. When priorities clash, the debates just go around and around in endless circles. Makes me wonder if we'll ever reach a consensus on anything.
Hold on. Do you really think you'll win the war like this? You'll always be on the defensive if you can't act decisively.
I hear you, believe me. The process works much better in times of peace. But since we're at war, it's frustrating to say the least. What's worse is that it's near impossible to get a read on the situation. I don't have the foggiest idea how we're going to overcome this. Say, mind if I pick your brain? What would you do in my shoes?
What, me? Well, I guess I'd...
The old bam. It's gonna matter with a nice whoosh. What are these options? what exactly did the sentences mean in this context, though? Like, I'm guessing the second option is to be like, try to skirt around all the discussion and be like, try to get to the point. Well, it's like, this is just being more direct. Then again, I could be taking this like literally the wrong way because these are just literally straightforward sentences.
Just hit him with the old ba-bam, you know? That's the way.
Ba-bam. Right. Think you could elaborate on that a little?
What I'm saying is, why not just get rid of all the talking?
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I was trying. I guess when I was always not that too far off.
You mean get rid of the Alliance's council altogether?
Exactly. If you give yourself more authority, then it won't take as long to make decisions. It doesn't even have to be permanent. You could go back to the old way once things are peaceful again. But I guess that wouldn't go over too well with the other nobles, huh?
Actually, I think you're onto something. Can't say it hasn't crossed my mind before. If folks at the Round Table just keep looking out for their own territory's interests, we'll be in a world of hurt if the Alliance is ever invaded. I just wish they could see that.
Whoa, are you seriously considering it, Claude?
Of course. Unfortunately, the possibility of it actually happening right now is basically zero. But you've given me a lot to chew on. Let's do this again sometime.
Just say the word.
Okay. Finally! Seasport!
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Phew, what a workout. Oh, hey, are you here to train too?
Nah, just grabbing something I forgot earlier. Is this normal training time for you, Leonie?
Well, yeah. We've been so busy lately, I've had to squeeze it in whenever I can.
Huh. You work hard for a mercenary.
I'm just starting out in my career, so I can't afford to slack off now. I only started training as a merc after the Officers' Academy closed, remember? Meanwhile, you were one before you even came to the Academy. You've got years of experience on me.
Still, you're skilled and you've got brains, which means you're more promising than the average rookie.
I hope you're right. I have to distinguish myself at some point, or else I won't be able to face the captain.
You have a captain?
Yep. He visited my village when I was a kid, and I practically begged him to make me his apprentice. I was probably a huge nuisance, but I was so desperate to get out of my village and be independent. Gerald treated me like an annoying little brat at first, but eventually, he taught me for real. He showed me everything. Tricks of the trade, standard training routines, basic strategy. Don't you have a mentor? Someone who showed you the ropes?
A mentor?
Also, Gerald, isn't that the name of someone isn't that the name of someone I'm supposed to be familiar with? Just saying.
I do have a mentor, in a sense. You know, someone who occasionally gives me advice and stuff.
That sounds sort of vague. But I guess there can be all kinds of mentors. Either way, you still have loads more experience than me. I need to work hard so I can catch up with you.
Well, if you ever want help from an old pro, just say the word.
Thanks. I'm glad to have a role model I can count on.
Ah, there you are, Ignatz.
Hello, Lysithia. Do you need something?
I wanted to thank you for your actions in our skirmish earlier. You blocked the enemy's approach, which allowed me to maintain my position on the battlefield. I'm very grateful.
You know, the support conversation would be very fitting if I actually did a battle.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Protecting comrades is all part of the job when you're a knight.
At first, I thought knighthood would prove to be a task beyond your ability, but you've turned out to be surprisingly dependable. Didn't you come from a merchant family?
I sure did.
Then if I may, why have you chosen to become a knight instead of taking over the family business?
Because I'm the second son. My older brother is going to take over the business. My father wanted me to become a knight so I could help my brother that way. It was a lot to deal with, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out.
It's quite commendable to choose a future based on your family's wishes.
Oh, it's not so impressive.
Your family must have been ecstatic when you were knighted.
I suppose they were.
To be honest, I am envious of you.
You are?
I am. I haven't been able to do anything for my own mother and father yet. I hope to be as strong as you and do something equally wonderful for my parents one day.
You're very considerate of your parents, Lysithia. And I know how hard you work when you set your mind to something, so I'm sure you can do this too. Yes, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That is to say, I certainly will. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be going. The work of a knight is never done, after all.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright. Eliminate the bandits. Bandits are sitting on a stockpile of supplies after waiting nearby villagers. Off we go.
The fight starts now. Stay safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
Pop. See, strongholds, simple enough.
I think this will go well.
You can go way off
I'm
over there.
prepared to see this.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, let's...
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Whoosh.
This looks like a sticky situation. We have to be careful.
All right, take it down.
Pop.
Don't mind if I do.
Whoosh. Ow.
Let's take them by storm. Please find it in your heart to help me.
How many enemies?
If that's all right.
300, okay.
Now, charge and attack.
Too easy.
You always come through for us, even more than I expected.
Don't mind if I do.
Now we have the advantage.
Our time has finally come.
Some more enemies. Whoosh. Basically, just trying to fill out the time as much as I can before things get overwhelmingly bad.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I love having you around because it means I can slack off. Just kidding.
I think you used a lot of mine. There we go, okay. I'll finish this now.
I'll repay you somehow.
I knew this was a possibility. No problem, I got it. Gotta stay on guard.
Take a breather.
It's not too much in danger if he's like in half-health game. Just like, fuck off with that. I appreciate the warning, but it's not helpful if he's like half-health.
You're done.
We did it! We won!
Spin! Wee!
More fighting means more strength.
Whoosh! All the things.
2 years ago, I never would have we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but it's actually quite the lucky break for you.
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And with all your associates here, you should have a large enough force to take on you-know-who.
Gerald's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
Do we have an understanding then?
I understand your request, but I make no promises to honor it at this time. Pardon my candor, but you have yet to earn my confidence. I shall observe how this war progresses and then make the decision myself. Now, good day to you.
Oh, Father.
The current Alliance leader and I have finished our discussion. I will be taking my leave now.
Everything okay, Claude? That seemed tense.
On the contrary, our conversation couldn't have been more pleasant. Count Gloucester is always a delight.
If that was meant to be a joke, you will note that I am not laughing.
Lawrence, it's been far too long. I'm glad to see you're safe and well.
Yes, well, I doubt I will be either of those things for much longer. The Imperial Army has begun its march northward. Incidentally, what were you discussing with my father?
Oh, you know, just what the Lords should do in the unlikely event that the Imperial Army crosses into Alliance territory.
And how did my father respond?
With a whole lot of words, but not a lot of clarity.
Hardly surprising. My father does not even share his innermost thoughts with me. And I am his heir.
Lawrence, let me ask you something. Would you go along with his decisions no matter what?
What exactly do you mean?
Say, for example, if your father pledged his allegiance to the Empire, would you follow suit?
Oh.
Do you think Count Gloucester's going to betray us, Claude?
Of course not. It's just a hypothetical.
Well then, that's a serious what if. Almost sounds like you're trying to provoke Lawrence.
No, it is quite all right. In fact, it is a perfectly reasonable query, given my father's actions as of late. However, my father takes tremendous pride in being one of the 5 great lords of the Alliance. He would not betray us to the Empire lightly. I, for one, still have faith in him.
I won't deny that your father is a great man, Lawrence. I just wish he regarded me with anywhere near the same level of esteem.
Lawrence has joined. Huzzah!
Right.
Collect plenty of information. I do have that you find it useful.
Of course.
The enemy's utilizing a cluster formation. In that case, I have the perfect strategy in mind. I will give the others their orders.
Okay.
For amendment. Oh look, stomach itself.
Got a sec?
He says!
Aw. Let's
Sorry to
see.
bug you in so busy, but I'm in a bit of a bind.
Pretty please.
We don't have enough people to keep up with all the tasks around camp. Would you mind volunteering? You should talk to the chore master about volunteering when you have a moment.
If I may.
I see you're here as well, Shez. How come we can hire you as a mercenary?
I have a request.
Whoa, could do at any moment. You must be prepared to spring into action.
Right on.
Oh, I've been ready. So ready, in fact, and I'm tired of waiting. Well, that is most encouraging. I expect to see that confidence on the battlefield as well. However, as the heir to a high-ranking noble family, I shall be the one making the greatest name for myself. I suggest you remember that. Also, we can finally do something about those support conversations among us. Huzzah, I guess.
You know...
Hey, I got some new information. I'll fill the others in later, but for now, know that the Empire would take the Central Church's authority.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Long story short...
In layman's terms, Aedegon's picking a fight with his way at the Archbishop. He claims the Central Church has forced its own self-serving doctrine upon the people of Thorin, and that they abuse their authority by meddling in other governments and profiting off the position. Long story short, Aedegon says he won't stand for it anymore. Huh. Well, regardless of whether that's all true, it's got nothing to do with the Alliance, right? I wouldn't say that. The Central Church is headquartered at Carrick Mark, and the fastest way to get there is to wait for Alliance territory. So far, the Empire hasn't tried to negotiate with us at all, which means they've had to force their way through here. Aedegon might be hoping to get vanquish both the Alliance and the Kingdom in one go and rebuild the Thorin from the ground up.
The nerve.
But we're not going to just roll over. They want to fight, we've got no choice but to give it to them.